Hey everybody, this is Savannah Sanchez from the Social Savannah. So excited to be here today to talk about all things TikTok ads, definitely my favorite subject to talk about, and creative trends post iOS 14.5. So all this information you're going to be receiving today is very relevant. This is what is working best for me and my clients on TikTok right now, and how you can level up your creative strategies to really crack the TikTok ads platform. Great, so just a little rundown of what I'm going to discuss today. First is the golden rules of producing great TikToks, and then the value of taking your TikTok ads and also publishing them on Facebook, Reels, Instagram, and testing them on your other platforms. I'm going to be sharing some evergreen content ideas, as well as some trend-specific content ideas that I recommend testing for your TikTok ads. I'm going to share how I like to get inspiration from my clients and how I like to stay up to date with the TikTok trends so I can produce the best ads. I'm going to show you the best tools for editing ads in TikTok, as well as other external tools that I use to edit ads. And then great ad examples of ads that work well for me and inspirations from other top brands. And then talk a bit about whitelisting as well. So I think you'll get a ton out of this presentation. Just a little bit of background. So my business is the Social Savannah. I am a consultant that helps a number of e-commerce brands with their ad creative strategy as well as their TikTok media buying. So for instance, I'm partnered with a number of brands including Snow Teeth Whitening, Sugar Bear Hair, Gainful, Our Place, just to name a few. And I help them with their TikTok media buying strategies. And then me and my team, we film new TikTok ads for them each week to test. So every week we're out shooting new content, trying to follow the trends, editing it TikTok style, and then launch them in the ad account each week. So a lot of what I do is the creative production side for TikTok. And so I'm going to share really all my creative tips and tricks and all of the formulas that work the best for me and my clients, of course. Since really with TikTok ads, the main thing to remember is that in terms of like setting up your campaigns, like it's very simple, broad targeting, interests, auto bidding. There's really no secret sauce in terms of the media buying or ad setup. There's some best practices, but really what's going to make or break your TikTok ads is what is actual creative. Is it native for TikTok? Is it utilizing trends? Is it organic to this platform? You can't just take what you're running on Facebook and try it on TikTok. It's not going to work. I've tried it before and failed. So learn from my lessons that you need to start making TikToks as for your TikTok ads, not just taking your content from other platforms. So that's why I'm going to focus today's presentation on TikTok creative specifically, because that's really what's going to make or break your success with TikTok ads. If you do want to see a campaign setup on my YouTube channel, which is my first and last name, Savannah Sanchez, I do have complete setup into installing your pixel, setting up your campaigns, targeting. But this is really the most important thing to keep in mind with TikTok ads is producing really great creatives that encourage people to go to your site, leave TikTok, and actually purchase. So making effective TikTok ads. So this is one of my creators, Winter, on my team. We created this for my client, Outer Isle, and it is a demonstration of how we use the cauliflower sandwich tins to make a really great sandwich. And so as you can see from this ad, the best TikTok ads don't look like ads at all. It's using native TikTok text, transitions, filmed with a camera, filmed in her apartment. It's not in a studio. So using native elements within the TikTok app to make your content appear organic, like the text overlays. Second thing that's really important is always providing the viewer with value and a reason to buy within the first 3 to 5 seconds. So really in that first few seconds is where you're going to hook people and to make them watch the rest of the ad. So in this ad, for instance, I think it's a really great hook because it shows her opening the fridge and then kind of scavenging around and then ultimately choosing the cauliflower thins, which is her new obsession. And then, of course, for ads playing into emotion, being authentic and genuine with your feedback and reactions is only going to help the effectiveness of your ad. So for instance, like at the very end, she's trying her sandwich and she's just so happy with it. So as you can see, her genuine reaction really goes a long way. So showing someone with your product, what's their genuine reaction to it, and making it look super organic to TikTok. So here's another one we made. This one's from Under Lucky Stars. Again, using TikTok text block, just using the editor right within TikTok to add the text. Another really popular trend right now on TikTok is the text-to-speech voiceover, also known as the robot or Siri voice. That is working really well in ads. Sound is really important on TikTok. So you always want to make sure that you have a voiceover and that you also have text overlays so that someone can completely understand it without sound too. We also got pretty creative with our transitions here. So as you can see, we have a blank wall and then she swipes her hand and then suddenly her beautiful poster arrives. So playing with transitions, whether it's jumping up, snapping, things coming in and out of the screen. Another really great trend for TikTok ads that has worked really well across a lot of clients is showing the actual ordering process. So someone's on the website, picking out their stuff and ordering, like showing your actual computer screen of someone going through the ordering process is really helpful. And then of course, if you're going to use any audio, make sure that it is a non-copyrighted track. That's why using voiceovers like the robot voice is a go-to, or looking at TikTok's business music library for inspiration. You can also play with effects like green screen, which is really fun, to make your ad again look more organic, but still have those direct response elements. So let me go ahead and play this full ad for you. So let me put you onto something. You're under Lucky Stars map, showing the ordering process. Of course, leaning into the gifting angle with Q4 upon us now, and showing the ordering process from start to finish, and then ultimately what the finished product looks like. And TikTok ads, we see the best ones are around 20 seconds. So keeping them short and sweet, to the point, and making sure you're hooking them within that first few seconds with an interesting transition or something to encourage people to keep watching. So in ours, it was the handover transition that really hooked people. The second point I want to make is providing the viewer value. That's really the lens that you should be thinking through when making your TikTok ads. So when you are scrolling through your own TikTok feed, I'm sure that you are also making decisions of whether you're going to keep watching the video or if you're going to keep scrolling right by. And people usually make those decisions within milliseconds, literally. Even just seeing the thumbnail, someone's going to decide, no, I don't want to watch this. So it's really important that within that first frame, you are providing value and giving people a reason to watch to the end. So here's our first frame for our client, Wandering Bear. We made this ad and we use the very bold text overlay, let's ditch a $6 iced coffee, and showing it being thrown in the trash, which I think is an interesting visual. So always think of how can we make the first 3 to 5 seconds of an ad very visually interesting. So throwing the coffee in the trash, showing the after of like, you can make the signature home cold brew at home instead of going to Starbucks and buying an expensive latte. And ensure your message is very apparent of what you want to do. So being very clear to the point with your text overlays, shop now, call to actions. You don't want to leave viewers confused or guessing what you're trying to sell. Make it really clear, to the point, show your product early. But I would say really focus on that hook. Like, what can you say in that first frame visually that's going to encourage people to watch to the end? So that's the frame that I like to think about ad creatives in. Always starting with that first frame in mind. What are we going to do that's going to grab someone's attention right away? Another point for TikTok ads is really showing emotion authenticity. So reaction videos, unboxing, first impression experiences, get ready with routines. TikTokers can really sniff out when things are ungenuine. So you really do want to make sure that the reactions you're getting look extremely genuine or are extremely genuine, and just being as real as possible. So here's a really great ad. And I also, again, the first frame, really eye-catching, showing her like covering her mouth. Y'all got to see this outfit that I got from TJ Maxx today. So hooking someone with like, ooh, I want to see it. So this is a really great first frame. And so just watch her reaction and see how the unboxing goes. So very interesting transitions, using text overlays, short and sweet. But really the most important element here, I think, is the beginning of showing her reaction of, y'all got to see this outfit I got from TJ Maxx. Made it a much more interesting ad, showing her in the car and how shocked she looked, as opposed to if the ad started when she was just trying on the clothes. I don't think that's a very interesting opener. But this is an interesting hook that I think encourages people to watch to the end. So let me round up some of my top creative tips. The first thing is always using native text, making your ad content look as organic as possible, using those native text elements that viewers associate with producing a video directly in the TikTok app. Trending effects, so like I said, green screen, time warp, lenses. We're always looking to see like what new trends and effects that are trending on TikTok organically to incorporate within our ads. And then of course, telling your story. So making your story unique to try to get as much engagement as possible. Really great ideas for this for e-commerce brands, like behind the scenes footage, how it happened, where you are now. People really want to see the faces behind the brand. So a lot of the TikToks that I'm seeing do really well are like from the founder, showing how they made the product, how they came up with it, showing them in the factory. People connect with people and really putting a face to the brand and keeping the founder story at the front of the brand, I think goes a long way on TikTok. Product applications, I can't say this enough. Making sure that you're doing unboxing videos, try on hauls, first impressions, showing you unboxing the package from your door, showing the ordering process. Those are the type of videos that do really well on TikTok. And then of course, designing for sound on, because it's audio focused platform, making sure you're having those voice overlays, using non-copyrighted music, of course, and always having captions too for accessibility. Here's some other great takeaways that you can incorporate into your TikTok ads. The first is to engage with your community. One thing that I think is an underrated section of TikTok is the comment section, especially for brands. There's going to be a lot of people who are asking questions in the comments about your products. So something that we've seen work really well as an ad is actually replying to one of those comments and making that as an ad, because in TikTok, you can do a video reply to comments on your posts. So I'll show some great examples of that. And then of course, testing new things. Creatives can fatigue really quickly on TikTok, especially with trends going in and out so fast, which is why we always make new ads each week. So don't be afraid to get a little crazy with it. Try a new trend, new effects, new filming styles. Really take what you're seeing on your organic feed videos as inspiration for what you should incorporate in your ads that week. And then other important thing to keep in mind is just specs. So designing for mobile first, which means that everything is vertical, 9:16. There's also different safe zones to be aware of in TikTok where you don't want to have text or important elements because it's going to be covered by TikTok captions and their native elements. So you always want to make sure that the main message of your TikTok ads, whether it's your text or your product, is always in the center of the frame, and not to have too much important information like your close-ups of your products or text overlays that are out of the center of the frame. So I wanted to show some examples. The first one being engaging with your community and doing the reply to a question as an ad idea. So for instance, you can do it, and running this video as an ad works really well because it looks super organic because it has the question overlay on it. So we mocked up this one and said, where are your glasses from? Peepers for our client. And then it goes into the product try on. But having that question overlay just makes it look so much more organic to the platform. And again, engaging with your community is so important. Having those text overlays and the TikTok style edits, of course, are also important elements. And this one is just to reiterate that to test new trends. So like pointing at different texts is a popular trend. So yes or no. This is one we made for a client. So seeing what you're on your organic TikTok feed, what trends and different creative things people are doing with text there, and testing that in your ads. And then for the specs, this green represents the safe zone of where you should have the most important elements of your TikTok ads, so that's not covered by captions and profile pics and the text up here. You really want everything to be right here. Everything important should be in the center. Now, this is super important for testing creatives. What I'm seeing from my clients is when we're creating ads on TikTok and testing them on Facebook, they actually do really well on Facebook and on Instagram stories and Reels because the content is short form, it's mobile focused, it captures attention quickly, and it looks super organic. So a lot of my clients, what they do is once we see ads that are working well on TikTok, we download them and test them on Facebook as well. So, and like I said earlier in this presentation, it doesn't work the other way. So you don't want to take what you're running on your Facebook ads, like your still images or videos that are optimized for Facebook, and try it on TikTok, where it doesn't have the TikTok native elements, no TikTok trends or animations. It's not going to work. So make sure that you're designing specifically for TikTok, and then you could test it on other platforms like Facebook and Snapchat too. And this is another thing that I want to keep in mind. A big question I get from brands is like, oh, the trends on TikTok are changing so quickly. How do we stay up to the trends? I like to say, like, even you still want to create a lot of content that is really evergreen and not too trend specific, just because trends fade so fast on this platform. So we produce content that isn't necessarily part of a TikTok trend. However, it's still leveraging a lot of the TikTok elements, like the text and the way that the animations are and the style of the video. So I would say that it's a good idea to try to make your ads more evergreen, like this one, than to be too focused on making every ad following a trend, like a certain dance or a song or something else, just because we've seen that those creatives fatigue the fastest when they're too trend specific. So here's some more ads that we did for clients that I just want to show you in terms of staying inspired, and also some places that I like to go to get ad inspiration. So here's one from Slide Leggings that we did for a client. And then where I go to get inspired is I actually go to TikTok as a resource. If you go into your business account profile, business suite, business creative hub, you can see, first of all, the library of all approved commercial sounds. And then also there's a lot of different trending content ideas. So you can see what's trending and for different business pages. I also like looking at the TikTok Creative Center, which shows the top ads for each region. And you can narrow it down by industry as well. But the most important tip I would have in terms of getting content ideas for TikTok is just be on the platform. Like, start scrolling through, start looking at the ads that you're seeing with, what content are you organically engaging with, and start taking notes of what you're seeing other creators do on the platform, what other brands are doing, and see if you can copy some of those trends for your ads. I did put a note, try to limit your time to 1 to 2 hours a week, because it does get a little bit of a rabbit hole on TikTok. So here's some more ad examples for inspiration. I'll show these one at a time. So this one is a really great ad idea. It's called 3 Clean Beauty Summer Essentials. So just using lists and numbers to set the expectation for the viewer of what they're going to be seeing. So it could be like 3 gift ideas for your boyfriend, 3 clean beauty essentials for this one, 5 hacks for blah, blah, blah. I've seen that these type of ads work really well. So let's watch this one together. Moving on to the next one. This one is another trend called stuff you didn't know you needed. That's another really, so this one says, fitness fits y'all need from Amazon. I found these affordable ones. So you can do stuff I found on TikTok that I can no longer live without, Amazon hacks, things you didn't know you needed, part 54, These are really great hooks to start your ads with and then go into the unboxing. This one I categorize as savable videos to come back to, which means you essentially want to encourage people to save it because it's actually valuable content. So this one is from Gymshark. However, she's showing her full workout. And so not only is this great content for the brand, but also will encourage more people to like, comment, and share on it just because they're actually getting value from the video. So if they have a reason to come back to the video. Another great trend I'm seeing work right now is worth the hype. So saying like, this is a lip gloss that's worth the hype, or I kept seeing these leggings on TikTok and I wanted to see if they were worth the hype. So I ordered it. Here's my experience. So in this one, she's saying that she found a $9 long lasting lipstick. I also seen the trend of people talking about products in their car works really well. I think, again, this looks super organic that someone just sitting in their car and chatting to the camera. Another really important thing to keep in mind is almost like engagement bait, I guess is what the best way I can call it. Really scroll shopping openers, whether it's product reveals, oddly satisfying, weird, anything in that opening clip that's going to get someone's attention. That's just a little bit odd. So in this first ad, you can see the foundation very slowly pouring out of the bottle, and it's just kind of weird and oddly satisfying. That's a really great way to capture attention. And then it reverses back into the bottle. So weird and oddly satisfying is a really great first clip for a TikTok ad. This one's kind of just interesting because you don't expect a food box, a delivery, to be on top of a sparkly pool floaty, but it makes sense with the caption. Want to save money on summer essentials, but it's just like an odd placement. Like you would usually have your delivery box like in your living room or at your front door, but it's just floating on a pool floaty, and then it goes into the ad. So that's a really great scroll shopping introduction. This is one we did for a client, and we just started with moving hacks, how I got my apartment to look this good in a day. So really hooking people with, wow, like this apartment looks amazing. How did I get it to look like that? And then going into the actual ad of showing the process of them setting up the furniture and stuff. But hooking people with the first frame of like, here's the after, like here's how I did it, like a hack. So here's some tools for TikTok Ads Success. Number one is design your ads and post your ads in TikTok. And then you can also use CapCut, which is a video editor that is really useful for making TikToks on the fly, essentially. And you don't have to go into the TikTok app to do it, but it has a lot of the features that TikTok does instead of in terms of text overlays and stuff. And then also leveraging TikTok's commercial audio library. So making sure you're using that non-copyrighted audio library in your ads. Another trend that's working really well right now is Spark Ads, aka whitelisting. So for instance, what would happen is someone posts to their organic Instagram or their organic TikTok, and you would essentially get an authorization code in order to boost their post and turn it into an ad. But the great thing about these type of ads that they actually come from the influencers page. So this is something we're helping a lot of clients organize, is whitelisting with creators so that we can run ads through creators page. In terms of working with TikTok creators, I always advise brands to not worry about their ROAS, their followers, because followers definitely does not equal higher ROAS. Really focus on what type of content they're creating. Does their vibe resonate with your brand? How do they talk about products on camera? Those would be the most important things when looking with creators to partner with, not necessarily anything to do with their following or your engagement. Similarly, whitelisting on Facebook is another strategy that I've seen work really well after post 14.5 is running ads through creator pages. So I just want to mention that this isn't just a strategy exclusive for TikTok in terms of doing whitelisting boosted posts, but it's also a strategy that's working really well on Facebook too. Well, I hope you got a lot out of this presentation, and thank you so much for joining. And Please don't hesitate to reach out to me with any questions about TikTok ads or creative production. You can reach me at my website, which is thesocialsavannah.com. Thank you so much.
Savannah, that was incredible. I gained a lot. I have a few questions for you. One, actually, I'll just talk about my big learnings. The text overlay blocks, pointing to text on TikTok, the voiceover with Siri, designing for sound, because on Facebook it's the other way around, where it's like, yeah, you design for sound off.
Mm-hmm.
And then keeping the founder story, the emotion about it, telling that story. I've seen a lot on TikTok. And then you talked about whitelisting. I really, really, resonated with that. My question is, have you ever? I've come across the Too Faced. Have you heard of Too Faced? They're a makeup brand, and what they did is
Mm-hmm.
they put together a challenge on Twitter. It was like a dancing challenge. So they created their own choreography. They created a song, like a hip hop song, and then they enlisted people to kind of dance to take on that challenge, and then they were promoting it. At one point in time, I was always on TikTok, but I've sort of reduced my TikTok. What are your thoughts on that, on running challenges? Is it hit or miss, or is it too much work? What do you think?
Yeah, I think if executed correctly, it can be so successful for brands. Unfortunately, none of my clients have had the bandwidth to execute a type of challenge like that, where they're making up their own dance and their song. But I do see some of the larger brands on TikToks frequently doing challenges like that. I think those have the potential to go very viral and definitely to boost sales. It just really comes down to bandwidth and the investment that I think takes to get that rolling. And of course, there's no guarantee of virality. So you could spend all this money
Exactly.
on dance and new song. I'm sure we only hear about the success stories or see the success
Mm-hmm.
stories of the brands that do these challenges, and we see them
Mm-hmm.
everywhere. But I wonder how many brands spend maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars developing um,
Mm-hmm.
this campaign, and it's a flop, but we just would never see them. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And my biggest takeaway here from you is TikTok creatives work on other platforms, but
mhm.
not necessarily the reverse. So it looks like, from a creative standpoint, it's like the mothership now, and then you could use it, for once you found success on there, you could scale that success across other channels.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're really seeing that those TikTok style creatives are working the best on Facebook too. So when even for my clients where I'm doing their Facebook ads, we're thinking about how can we design for TikTok first and
Mm-hmm.
use those elements and make them look like TikToks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's really like the best creative strategy I would say
Mm-hmm.
of the last 6 months.
Mm-hmm. The final question has to do with it's a Q4 event, BFCM holiday shopping. What tips, what quick TikTok tips do you have to e-commerce operators watching this right now that want to sort of leverage TikTok for Q4?
Absolutely. I would say definitely start testing right away. Don't start testing on November 20th. So get your ads live and start creating creatives very early on. TikTokers love sales, so I think promoting your Black Friday Cyber Monday sale on TikTok is a must. I would recommend when you're creating your sale ads for TikTok, mention in your ad like use code TikTok for 20% off your purchase or
Mm,
15% off, whatever it is.
mm,
And you can use that code TikTok to better track your attribution of how
mm,
many sales are coming through on TikTok by having
mm,
that specific code for your TikTok ads.
mm.
So yeah, they really resonate with sales. So I think that testing a TikTok specific code for your Black Friday Cyber Monday ads is going to be the best bet.
Test. Another just real quick question from your perspective, from all the data you're gathering from client work. How is budget being allocated on TikTok versus Facebook, Instagram? Is it 50/50? Is it 20/80? What's a proportion for brands finding success with TikTok?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of my clients are spending anywhere from 50,000 a month to $150,000 a month on TikTok ads. So
Mm-hmm.
there's definitely a scale potential there. It's going to be different for every brand in terms of the exact ratio.
Mhm.
Still, Facebook is number one in terms of the channel that gets the most spend. But I do think that's going to start changing over the next year as more and more brands are seeing success on TikTok and are slowly moving more budget over to that platform. So
Mhm.
I would say right now people are probably spending double on Facebook than TikTok,
Okay.
at least for
Wow.
my clients.
Well, that's a 1 to 2. It's significant.
Yeah,
It's significant. It's significant. Savannah,
for
thank you so
sure.
much. You're joining our expert panel, our creatives and creators expert panel. We'll see you again. It's a pleasure. Appreciate it. Thank you.
I can't wait. Thank you so much.
Cheers.